One calf left out there. Wondering what it's looking at. Boink! There went one deer. See if the other one's gonna do it. Hopefully I didn't lean too far back. So, standing there watching these two deer. When I first saw the calf, the tree was in the way. I couldn't see the deer. Yeah. I was kind of wondering if he was standing there staring at a coyote. But no, it's the deer. No one just can't figure out how to get... Ooh, there's another one. It's against the edge of the tree, in case you can't see it. In case I'm looking the wrong direction. God only knows, you know. Yeah, must be last year's babies with mama. But that poor calf. What the hell are you doing in my pasture? What are you? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? I mean, it is funny. Poor calf's going, I got left out here. Maybe I'm one of you. Oh, well. There's a calf. There was a cow right there when I turned the video on. There's a calf chilling over there. But this is still funny. I could watch this all day. Yeah, but I got things to do. One of them is I'm going to go out and bring that calf in because Ty wants to do some more work on that other fence, and we'll just leave the cows locked in for a little bit. Then we don't have to chase them back out of there. I might even go see if there's any gophers working this morning, just because I kind of have half a chance to do so. We'll see. I walk in here, the dogs go crazy behind me, kind of like they did the other morning. I didn't have to help them to. I've seen it go zip. Yeah, Red's got him a fuzzy play toy. Rainey actually ended up getting it right at the front of the front driver. Went between the axles and she cut him off there and snuck back between the tires because Blue was on the backside in between. Now Blue's got it. He's going to go off and enjoy it. Well, he's going to go off and put it somewhere. And yeah, the three amigos, the three musketeers, whatever, they're here just chilling. Yeah. Those deer are still up there. I don't know where the calf went. Time I fed the back barn, I didn't see the calf. Doesn't mean he's not still out there. Doesn't mean he didn't come in. Just means now I know I have to go look for him. Wish I would have seen him come in. But I'll do that as soon as I get done feeding in here. Make them happy and go find him. Good morning, Ruby. Would you like some breakfast? No? Okay, then I'm not going to feed you. Huh? You want some breakfast? You want some breakfast? I think everybody else does. They were all over there eating hay. And 511C, she snuck in behind me. She is getting big. Doesn't seem it was that long ago when we were still locking them out of the feed barn and letting them in. But she was running around and nowhere near as big. And that's Boomer's calf. Big fuzzy bugger. I don't know where he got the curly hair from. But he's got it. And at least neither one of them care that I'm standing here. Makes it a little better. Oh, speaking of 511C, there's her mommy. And yeah, Boomer's in there somewhere. She'll be up here in a minute. I know that.
And looky, another nest.
Another nest. We're both videoing.
It's my baby's babies this year.
She thinks it's the other baby's
Because the 3 have different markings than what Mommy and Daddy did.
And one of them's, yeah, one's over there complaining at me, and the other's sneaking around behind us.
Yep. You're right. Yeah,
So anyway, this one's right by the bridge.
I kept telling you there was a nest, but
we were talking about earlier, thinking there might be a nest here, and we went up and stole some wire out of the little lot outside the 2-year-old's maternity pen, since it was screwed up and we need to redo it anyway. And I did some lighter weight wire to finish splicing the lineup. You don't want to know how many splices are in there, but I got about 80 feet, give or take, that I didn't have enough wire. Don't know where the rest went, but anyway, 4 more eggs to watch. Gonna guess they were probably laid about the same time as the others, so, you know, before the middle of next month.
So we could have between 6 and 8.
We should see some babies. Well, if we're lucky, we'll see the babies. Well, remember how I said there were 3 choices for those rods? One choice is on a totally different setup. I mean, completely different. Don't even know how it would go in here because there's like 5 or 6 extra parts to it. That's the right thread. Screws right in. And if we go for length here, well, it's almost the same length. But if I show you the end, well, let me get it up where it goes. Yeah, it is about the same overall length. It's a different end, which is fine. I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to wait another week for another part. This one was considerably cheaper than what that one would be. All I got to do is figure the length I really need, and I'm just going to let that hang down. We'll just put a bushing on there and then put the spring on. And the spring is not the right spring per serial number, but it is the same size spring that we have. So I don't know. I really don't. All I know is when we got the parts before, those were more expensive than that one. You know, the same freaking thing. I just got to put about a 2 or 2.5 inch bushing over the end and put it together. There it is, all nice and pretty. Happen to have a large hard washer. It's bigger OD than what it needs to be, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing there. And you know, this isn't any different than having the hex head at the bottom and a washer up top. That's just a piece of pipe for a bushing. Fits snug, washer fits snug enough that it's on there good. And there's 2 hard washers up here, one bigger OD and one smaller one that's setting up in there where it belongs. And of course, the handle back on it. And I think what we're going to do is write in the book the part number for this and the part number for this so that we know for sure. And that's all you got to do to make them work. I don't know what other modifications they made to the one that this actually goes on, but it's on here. It's done. I cranked it up till it was kind of looking more or less even with the other one. It's just not as high. And I was kind of looking the other day, and I kind of wonder how much of that is maybe a tweak in that or a tweak in this. Could be either or. Just letting it set lower. Because I know before we ever got this poor machine that it had been buggered up. And I'm not sure what they really buggered up, because these 2 pieces here welded to the tube are factory. It wraps up and goes in underneath there. But when we got it, it had another piece on here that was just cobbled on. I mean, literally, that's all I really cut off of it. and it had a crack here, so I welded that up. Other than that, I don't know. Don't have a clue as to what happened before we ever got it. She's not new. Yeah, she's between the age of my two kids. Because I got an 88 or a 98 and a 2000, and this is a 99. So, I'm assuming it's still got the original motors on it, and I know most of the stuff's original. Other little spots I fixed when we got it. Had a crack started there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the lights on. These are those lights. That way when you do come up against something, you don't knock them off. And this side was kind of the same way as the other side. They had a fish plate on it, but it wasn't doing anything. I knocked it off and painted it, but it was cracked back here, so this crack actually just went around the corner. So I bridged all of that. These arms take a beating. There's no two ways about it. Because when it's spread out, you got one tire out at the end, and they're on an angle, and there's a lot of torsion to them. You got the rake hanging off the side, especially like right there going down the road. That's a lot of side torsion, but they seem to hold up. So now when I can get a little help, we'll get it hooked up, and I'll turn that bushing over the right way and put the pin in the right way. Get it hooked up, hook the hydraulic lines up, get the box in the cab. The only other thing I know that needs to get done, and hell, we've run it all these years the way it is, on the Big Massey, it does not have any flow control. That's the flow control for your rake speed. And I have never been able to get that to break loose. Would it be nice? Yeah, it'd be nice to open it up a little bit or close it down a little bit, because we end up running that tractor 1600 RPMs. Any faster, and you start getting a little ticky because the time bars tend to wing out a little bit. Just like any hydraulic drive rake, you can only go so fast before they start hitting. So I got to figure that out. Maybe I might say screw it, just keep running it the way we do. When you're in the cab, but it would be kind of nice to have a little more control. You're going up a steep hill, it'd be nice to give the tractor a little more power to pull it up the hill. So, and they got a bunch of neat stuff up here. You got, how many lines coming into this, and I don't know where all of them freaking lines go, honestly, other than this one and this one come from the tractor. Then we got this, which diverts, and I'm not even sure which one that is. It's one of them. That's the main one. That's the one for shifting. You're either raking or you're not. So that's the one that shuts the rake off. And then around the corner over here, because these either have it set to turn the wheel or set to turn the basket. And they are right there. And I know we got a little CP there. But a little CP, if we get a leak, we'll tear them apart. Otherwise, I really don't want to have to try to get those out of there. So that's what we got. And look who came in. She's, I tried videoing some up there. I couldn't see the screen. Apparently I double bumped it. So all I had was a picture. The east half, the line fence is repaired. The west half isn't yet, but the east half's what we're worried about at the moment. And I think she's going to go let the cows out here in a minute or two. And they'll be happy again. Well, they're making noise over there. They're all going from the main barn out to the feed barn. So they can come up here. And if I don't touch the screen and that kind of thing, maybe I won't shut this off prematurely. I'm hoping she's going to get them coming. Don't want an hour and a half of this. Little late for it now, but used to be they'd come to Cumboss. But I don't think there's but one or two left here alive that remember those days. But they follow the bikes. This bike's one that Dad rode. He usually changed pastures. And a pain in the ass if he decided he was going to ride out to do something, because they all thought they were going to get to change pasture. And you know, you're in the middle of trying to do something. No, not now. You got to try to keep the cows from going where they don't belong, because he went to put around and do something. She's going to have to ride back up and kick some babies out, I think, because we want to make sure all the babies go the right way. Otherwise, they'll go through that, then we got a mess. Oh, look, the Pied Piper. They'll figure this out in a minute. Are you coming? They just, if she rides on out there, they'll realize it.
Come on, let's go! Come on, girls! Come on, Max, let's go! Come on!
Bam Bam at the bottom there with a bunch of calves following. But I don't think that's all the calves. I could be wrong. If anybody remembers how we did this last year, I got a pretty good video of it. They realized, oh, we have new. Look at that, the first 4 in are all yellow tags. See? I'm back there like, what the hell? That's not where we were. And this is why I'm here. They ain't figured out they can come around that gate yet. It's all the farther that one goes open. Oh, look, yep, we can do this. Leave the dumb ones. There comes Bam. I don't want to get in his way. She's about to give herself a pass out of breath. And they're going, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Come on, kids. Come on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, you get smart enough. They'll figure it out. Like I said, I don't know if that's all the calves, but there they are. This one's lazy. We'll stop right here at the first green grass. And that's fine.
I told you they don't come.
You better hope it's all of them. Well, I see a few of those. Actually, the rest of them are underneath the dead cedars. I was surprised a few were out from under them. Today went kind of crazy. It was supposed to be like 68 degrees, and they changed their mind and said it'd be 74. Well, 85 degrees was a little while ago, and muggy. But I got a little shuffling done. Back to where I can get that out and get that out now. Irrigation pump is up by the shop. Since we scrapped some stuff and had some valves that we kept, I got a valve I can replace the busted valve on it with. And put the air compressor over there, and damn near flipped it over because I got a ball that I stick on the fork on the skid steer, and I don't latch them. I just pick them up and move them. It backed into the ditch, and it tipped up and set on its backside. Had to pick the loader up, go over the top, and set it back down. Literally the only tongue weight on that is the tongue itself. Crazy. So anyway, and if you made it to this part of the video, you know, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Hope that you've all had a good Thursday, and hope that everyone has a great Friday. And don't go away, because Ty snuck a little video at lunch. I'll throw it here at the end. So, yeah, didn't get everything done I wanted to today, but I spent like 3 hours out there helping Ty work on fence. Probably more than that. Anyway, like I said, stick around. You'll enjoy it.
You're gonna sleep on me. Lunch is over and you're gonna sleep on me. Oh, no, you're gonna wake up.
Just kidding, Grandpa.
What's Tai-Tai doing?
What's your TT doing, huh?
Tai-Tai taking video of you? Is that what she's doing?
At least we solved the crying problem.
Yeah.
When we pass her to you.
Bad thing is my left shoulder killing me.